Oh, yeah, they're... Yo, 58, god damn! Run it.
Yo! Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up 2 with 1 bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy camos and variants. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out
Is
of
that an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You
it's,
get a knife that matches as well.
it is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't seen anyone like focus on pure knifing until just now. Lunchtime got the business delivered.
The dedicated melee end.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the dedicated melee spot now. So you can have a pistol and a knife, which is amazing, as you just feel a little more swaggy when you're running on the map with a knife in your hand. So something a lot of our players will very much enjoy, and I know the competitive players as well. Lunchtime, big into rank play this year. Only a couple weeks and we'll be good.
Lots of news coming here. Plenty to go. And if you love ring lights, we got them as well. Look at that view. It is all happening here. 215 creators sweating it out here in a hot day in DC.
And now I was thinking about this. They each have a gaming PC, right?
Yes.
And then they have,
And
a streaming PC.
Yeah.
So we're at over 500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it feels great in here considering all of the power going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though. I'm ready to see some people on their feet.
We've seen some trash talk. It's getting spicy.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. That's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tapman, Swag, Legion was on the squad. 3 of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Bully streak, okay.
Full streaks. Oh, before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to use it?
Salty.
She's got to call him in, right?
Hellstorm.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is
Where's she
a
at?
beaut.
You can't,
Salties, it's time.
you can't loop them in this game. Just call them in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slaying.
Somebody's got to tell her.
That's the
Somebody's got to
Instagram
tell her.
What part of the room she's in? I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it.
All right.
Off the respawn is when you would typically
Here we go.
call.
Come on.
Hit that D-pad. Oh, no, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think she's going to find
call
it.
them
We
in.
just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
It is frying, though. There is no doubt she's cooking.
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh,
big
so the
damage.
clusters auto home on
They'll
4
get it down.
targets around
He
the
didn't know.
place. Okay, folks, we're going to compose ourselves. We're going to take a moment. The gameplay's still rocking and rolling, though, here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/chair.
Don't have money.
Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Oakley.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch team, more amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We got Pablo Ortiz, Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything. Yet again, I used dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what? It fits with Omni.
Whatever you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild.
It works.
The amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've
Core
already got
Zero
a meta
DSS.
conversation going,
Yeah.
so we have no one better to talk about that than Pablo. We know the players can't wait to get their hands on the Black Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I heard a little love for the Tonto,
Yeah.
the XM4, the Jackal. We're going to get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look fantastic.
Well, we did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us, making sure that every weapon has its own distinct identity. You know, audio, visuals, the mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than ever before. But it's Black Ops, so operators are getting their hands on a lot of experimental prototype weapons as well, and those start getting a little more out there.
Yeah,
Shit
well, I mean,
map.
speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which is pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s before. God.
Guys, we're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal experience.
Don't date us, Al.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So at launch, you know, 12 of our weapons players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes, yeah. I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
Okay.
That's
the Vault Edition floating around out there in the stream, and yeah, that weapon's amazing if you love playing aggressively, rushing objectives.
Again.
Yeah, if you're a little
Jackal's my
impatient like
Warzone
me.
gun.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too, not just in MP, but very exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you know, you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip, make your weapon better, right? And the second pillar was giving players confidence and clarity so that they, you know, feel like they can experiment in Gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence to build their own loadout, use those attachments, know what they're doing. I think that it's awesome, and we're going to hopefully see a lot of customization here at Call of Duty Next today.
Yeah, now what else should we know about attachments here? Like, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye with all this stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also, that's mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
Love that. Yeah, yeah.
And we're going to get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared in terms of unlocks in the attachment system.
Yeah, so for most of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon, but then optics are going to be shared within a class.
Oh,
Nice.
that's huge.
Yeah, so if you're playing with your XM4, you might unlock like a red dot or something like that, and you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is, right? It could be...
Oh, that is big.
May have never
Big.
touched it before. It might be
That
rank
shit.
1, and you can already put a red dot on there.
Yeah,
I-
it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I
Yeah.
can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not
like
it.
me.
Yeah, not it.
That's me.
No,
That's
I love
fine. I'll see you there.
iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it. No matter what, as long as it's unlocked in that class. But Matt, actually, you know, Time to kill is something that players are always curious
TTK.
about with a new title, TTK, time to kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game. So
Hello?
I'll go through some quick hits, right? We're slightly lower TTK. You're going to die a little bit faster than something like Cold War. We're at 100 health. We've tested a ton of different health values and around with the weapon damage, but we feel like where we're at right now, it sits really well in the world of Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, our attachment philosophy. But of course, we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta, so please give it to us in appropriate ways. And we will listen and assess and adjust.
Follow at Treyarch for more on that.
Yes.
We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested in how Omni movement and that lower TTK are going to play with one another. We're even seeing it here.
Just show me
It's been really
zombies.
fascinating, and I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, and make you be a bit more strategic.
Yeah, I mean,
what you wanna do.
it was really important to be able to react.
Yes.
Right? So we don't want the health so low that you just immediately die.
Yeah.
But we want it so high to where you get frustrated, right? So we feel like we're in a really good spot to where you get a little bit of a dance, but, you know, we'll see.
Yeah. Now,
Designed with Omni movement in mind.
exactly. Exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
Nice.
So
Okay.
That's back to Call of Duty this
to see
year.
it.
We have an update to the camo system, and as part of that, we have some really
that
dope
looks
mastery
sick.
camos.
We're seeing them right now.
Our Treyarch weapons team has really gone all out,
I love that
and
one.
we are confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen in the franchise. Take a look at Dark
my
Matter
word.
here. Back and better than ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements that add and swirl and move. Really dope mastery camos in the game this year. We'll have more to show
So sick.
later in the broadcast with the other modes. But they're
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. If that's just only a taste and a
Little
moose
taste.
boosh.
You got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on
They
the
really
master
did.
camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped
bold.
it. Yep.
Bold
Let
move.
us know.
Bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
Yeah,
What's
let
the
us know.
bar?
there are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt, here. And these things are looking absolutely incredible. But also, something is looking equally as incredible, are Vault Edition weapons, which, you know, I am very, very excited for. I mean, look at these things. They look so cool.
And everybody's running these on the streams today. Like
Yeah.
we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobble Gum Pack, and Season 1 Black Cell. Plus, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute
Insane.
shenanigans. You're going to get to use them in the beta. So that's freaking awesome. I'm really stoked for that one.
I like Spooky Fish Knife.
Yeah,
He's trying to hurt you.
He does
but
try to hurt you.
Yeah, it clearly Spooky Fish Knife.
I
Now,
forgot what his actual name is, but that's the one that calls
that's
out
the
to
name
me.
now.
that's the name. Actually,
We're gonna
they're
change that.
Perfect,
they're gonna
yeah,
change
just
it in the
change it
game.
in game.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about, you know, Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What we should be expecting, because I hear Classic, I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So
okay.
we're super excited to be bringing Classic Prestige back to the franchise. If you're unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max level, you're going to have the choice to Prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a
And do
little
you still get the
prestige.
perma unlock as well, like it was back in the day?
That is back. So
Okay.
every prestige, you're going to have a permanent unlock. If maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon,
Can you hear
or
the
your favorite
sound
perk,
good
use
enough?
that permanent unlock, get it back right away. We have 10 prestiges in Black Ops 6. make it through those. You'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 levels to climb through.
Let's take a quick look at our sneak peek Prestige 1 icon.
So I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office. I think maybe we shared an office at the time, talking about bringing this back. And it's like, well, if we're going to make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to be a no-brainer to want to enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off, like, absolute no-brainer, and I'm gonna try to max Prestige. I'm gonna try to get Dark Matter. I'm gonna try to do all the things.
Yeah, I love that you've said too, it's not so punishing, that you've made it super rewarding, and like, of course I'm going to want to relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, you know,
it's
pretty great rewards.
Yeah, actually,
talk about too.
That's the other thing too, right? Because, you know, one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time in and unlocking things and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the Prestige rewards and just in general that we should be expecting with this?
Yeah, so we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high-value skins, blueprints, charms, and more, all created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie to
I was going to ask. It's got a, it looked really familiar.
Hint, hint.
It's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to see what the Black Ops 1 is.
So I mean, I think people are going to love these so much. But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous. You're going to relock that 1 to 55 content. But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds. You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us.
All right, mates, I will add you after
Prestige,
the
but we also want
stream.
it to pay homage and reflect the classic system. And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the permanent unlock, Alex, so that'll help you mitigate the relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
still
excited
a little
for
scary.
that. Yeah, so only just a smidgen.
It's a calculated risk, and I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We have 100% completion cards in the game at launch. So if you complete the set in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each Prestige has its own set of calling
Those are
card
so
challenges.
sick.
The zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark Ops challenges. You need Dark Ops challenges in a Black Ops game. So if you're unfamiliar with those are as tough as they get. Hidden criteria challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Nope. Okay. Redacted. Smart.
Yeah, a lot to unlock, and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and I'm excited for them. So it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer. Lots of returning fan favorites.
A lot of nuts.
And a lot of new ones, too, that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see them popping up on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love the turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
My personal favorite is Doink, because it's fun to say and see Doink. But yeah,
I like how you say, I like Doink.
I do. I mean, I popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming out. I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from a tactical grenade.
That was Stephanie's.
It's a little different than stuff.
It was Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
She just heard Doink. She was like, I'm in.
We love equipment here, okay?
My personal faves are, we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals.
Nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And Search and Destroy, right?
Yeah.
S&D, going to this, all the time, picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the Desto, Stephanie, think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about, because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex, and one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I mean, we love competitive COD. Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game, early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked MP coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that. You know?
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room, I think, when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's been awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing everything that's
Black
coming
Ops
to the
is
game.
back.
Yeah. And it seems like most importantly, you guys are excited about it, which I think you guys are excited about it.
It's been
It
a long
just
time coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high. It's great. It's Black Ops at its absolute finest. But that, of course, covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere, because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Gone by. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Ranked play, ranked play.
Oh my goodness.
Ranked play.
Race to prestige, anybody? I will race
me the
you
classic
as soon as we-
Okay, yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like...
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh.
One of the all-time favorites.
Oh.
You can
Before
hear
your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't, and he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down, but Shotzi is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
He's going for the 360.
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off. Here goes an assassination.
Was he on the receiving end?
We've seen a few in the trailer. The one that Klaus pulls off with the axe, like the flying. I mean, this is some visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All right,
not looking at you anyway.
Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators, and seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals. Pop off queen.
I will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Can he confirm,
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all of you guys out there wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, look, destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
Got
elims.
5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh,
Get a confirm over here.
Spare dog tag.
ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high
That
mag, so you
ADS
can
is
just slay.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations, everything looks so
The
cool.
spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh.
It's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the
It's like
Jackal.
that.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Aims.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the aims with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Hey, okay, Physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. I think it's just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep a count of. I mean, not just, you know, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden, you have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Aiden has got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike map, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away as we see a dive comes out of nowhere. Couldn't be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War on a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily, you know, a piece of a larger map that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using, you know, a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area. It just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA Kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find 2. Has the high ground, will find a 3rd as well. Now, I didn't see him much of as an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at Cosmos. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lola, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XM4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change her reticle and customize it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL in the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we see this from Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers
Look
here
at all the
in
medals.
the Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alika, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, you know, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's an attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking you know, people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. We were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right. And like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw 2 that were locked for now, and there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds now.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait till till later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any
can
heads.
we?
Not
I
in
think it'd be
aggressive
a
mode.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right
There's
now.
no red dot on my chest, is there? I think
don't
we're
see
sweet.
it.
Day one.
We're going to see the best
We're on
montage.
to you guys.
All
Can you
time.
imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington
Where's
Wizards. You
Maxi?
guys may
No.
recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind for
Bub,
sure.
what type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombie sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming. I think this has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castis, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you have played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scaling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, the greatest teammate. And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely going to smoke this. There's no way we lose. And we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
He was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody loves Call of Duty.
Let's take a look at the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He
But
did rage quit.
he's not going to do it now. We talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago.
Zogoro. Oh, wow. He hit that player. Look at the diving.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go
Zoe.
forward, then backwards, and those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
It's super fun.
dude, the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side, and now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting. But I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural. And you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni movement. It is so, so good.
Oh, yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know, a different Call of Duty, go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Yeah. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, he's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you,
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call
Saving
that
me.
a meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official name.
It's a personal bodyguard.
I feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I like that you're a personal bodyguard.
That was just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Why do this ADS on this is crazy.
Oh, he power punched it, too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow him up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby! Oh, no, he's been taken!
Leave him alone!
Oh, no.
Leave him alone!
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tac insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? You have that prox chat out. I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering
in your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second? Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it takes a moment to
There we
get
go.
used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield
Attach is
plays.
locked.
It's happening here at Call
He's
of Duty
locked.
next. Unbelievable day so far.
Question on Attach. So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL. And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zelena, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. It is now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how? Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just around the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome you.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 Camo Pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible,
intense.
right? Yeah.
Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much. You know,
we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based zombies maps at launch with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which, you know, we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month where we've gotten just so
it really
much
has
time
been, yeah.
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps, very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What, you know,
Indeed.
what's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out, it's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. You just, it's such a built-out world. It's great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
relating to
side
them.
quests, never.
So
what?
yeah, well, you gotta wait till it comes out. But, you know, yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, you know, with VHS tapes and all
No
that.
shot.
So make sure
when they
always
existed.
rewind, right?
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah, so Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat, you know. The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but you know, this is zombie
Don't
zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. You know, as you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, you know, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, you know, we want it to be easy to pick up, you know, but hard to master.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, you know, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. You know, we're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, you know, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. You know, I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No
without
sunblock
that.
on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And you know, he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. You could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, yeah. If you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and
I've
get
been
to
doing it.
the story.
Yeah, I've been
okay.
replaying Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, should be waiting any minute now.
Nice.
Jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, just kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? What's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
Rick Toffin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
It might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh,
around
and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Crafty's
all
back.
kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher in higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed.
Here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Of course, Lego lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, what are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt, on this map. Everyone's really stoked, working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now, you know, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the Zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes,
in
and we're
Zombies
seeing it
now.
right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah. Cool. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest, can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. Been putting a lot of effort in, like I was saying, tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and again harder and harder?
Yeah, I think
we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve
Where do you have
a
it?
single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive but hard to discover.
It's very
initially. It's an
tiki-tiki-tock.
interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
skills too, right?
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control.
Yeah.
We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited about
So
that.
if you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before, that is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yep.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls. Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Oh yeah,
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can kind of
we love dissolving zombies
and lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul.
Rampage
Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are coming to zombies. It looks so fun.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Hutch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon in Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But it also has a new specialty blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off. And
that's sick.
Puts into it's really cool.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxing, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
shops.
Yeah.
So Melee
called a cup of Kino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds, to get a kind of a heads
Here's
up.
the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal.
Yeah.
And so now it's such an important thing that we thought we wanted to get that out there level. And it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get Tier 2?
Yeah, and that can obviously, be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is gobble gums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several gum machines in the world. Gobble gums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or it kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines.
Yeah.
One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos, decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here. Really excited to see how people are going to
just feels like you guys are doing such a great job of just making sure that the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to zombies and also feel at home with some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over. I think it's really cool. Yeah.
And that's the awesome thing, especially about Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's...
Yeah. It's a little bit of that. It's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. How is this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip one of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog. Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, just really excited to see what combos people come up with and builds.
So one thing that I always loved when at the studio when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You see, you inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, you know. And we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us, like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear the maniacal laughter coming from the ring. He's like,
I feel like it's like living with being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gun. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the Mangler on Mangler crime. If you use Mutant Injection on another, on a Mangler.
Battle, it's great. And the VO that he says is great during that too. It's hilarious. It's like,
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the Arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got a AI drill and sergeant voice, and it will actually kind of call you out if it notices that you run nearby it. If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me.
To get over here and upgrade it, because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard someone scream at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? It's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies, but we're going to take a quick break. And when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming Embody chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby.
Okay.
That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale Mega Abomination.
Yeah,
Black
because
Ops
he gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things. She did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She is so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, I saw when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. Didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
we
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision Call of Duty USA in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
Yeah, we're so proud
guys.
of her and
Yes.
the team that brought her
That built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You love to see it. All right. Well, now we're ready, obviously, to talk more about Zombies, Steph. But what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe. Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because
DG2,
I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Model 23, you know, it's like, what were those other 22 models?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
And we saw
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah,
there
look how
she is.
good it looks.
So
the weapons
cool.
team knocked it out of the
God.
park.
Reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Not to end my liksom.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah.
The back
Well,
spins,
that-
it rotates, you know.
Not good.
You can tell,
It's
like, just
beautiful.
again, a lot of
Ja,
work,
betapem
was
just
put
papir
into
just
that. A lot of
$300
care
dollar.
was put into that. So, you know,
Han skulle være slick.
Can't wait till you see the one.
Ta sånn
for it,
7
you know,
Oh,
right
Nice.
now, but
we saw
Han
a
spiller
few
på
skins
siden.
for it as well. I think some people run
Jeg
out
kjøpte.
with it.
There's
Han lykker du. Han tapte
both of
punch.
them in there now, right?
Oh,
Which is great.
okay.
The jet gun can pack a punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see what it
Maybe
looks
you'll
like.
see what that looks like, you know?
Now, you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, aka the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Oh,
Bam.
there she is.
Boom. Now, not exactly, you know, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little bit of a little half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic and use it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, you know, it just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for, you know, your ray gun collectible that released last year. And I want this, so
I mean,
I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You got like a camo with this too, right? So you also get
Yes.
something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out
An
there.
actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. But that's not the only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffens?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #CodNext, #Black Ops 6, and #Wunderwaffe Sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale collectibles. Chris, das ist good.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the zombies action? Here, the Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in DC. Save us, Golden Boy.
They're having way too much fun with that elevated
That
camera.
stage is so good.
Yeah,
I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about directed mode real quick, but just wanted. I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real
We just want
fast.
to call it that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is, at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons. To open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
It's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And Prestige shared across all modes.
Classic Prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice, juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there, digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, Steph. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say. But it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But Anthony...
Popcorn forever for me.
Yeah. Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies.
It's another really cool thing coming to these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. You know, it mixes things up, keeps it interesting, you know, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up. So, yeah, it really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never enough
Evolutionary.
ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
If you think these are terrifying, there's more on the way.
Just wait till the live
We
seasons.
got stuff for you.
Yeah,
for sure.
man,
Oh,
it's just
man.
nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? You know, what do you got in store for us and beyond that on the live seasons?
So what I could